So you are around 43 billion years old, is that correct?
Yes, in human years, that's a lot. I like to try to measure it in dog years, but that's not enough. So let's just say I'm fucking old.
So I imagine that being that old means you probably started smoking weed a really, really long time ago.
Yeah, I actually started smoking weed before I was born. They actually had to ram big lighters into my mother's vagina.
So is there marijuana on your home planet of Scumbagia?
My home planet is made out of marijuana. That's where the bad part comes in from. But there's also planets made of crack, LSD, and heroin. You start out on the pot planet and then you work your way up.
How is the weed on Scumbagia different than Earthweed?
It's scumdogia, first of all. Don't you people read your space atlases? It's great. It's awesome. But you know, one thing about weed in outer space is that it is not as good as it is on this planet. And that's probably the biggest reason that Gwar has decided to stay on this planet, because the drugs are better on planet Earth.
Are you the only member of Gwar that smokes weed?
Pot, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't really smoke as much weed as I used to. I'm way more into crack. And I don't smoke crack, I eat it. But yeah, I'm usually the only person smoking weed before the show. That's because I hog it all for myself.
How about the slaves?
Oh, they steal our leavings, you know. They'll get like, they'll grab the joints and the roaches and, you know, the half-gnawed pill receptacles and my dripping fecal anal butter. Things like this. You know, they basically get our leavings.
On your album, We Kill Everything, you have a song called Nitro Burning Funny Bomb.
Yes.
So is there really a 10-foot nitro burning bomb?
Yes, there is. There's a 10-foot nitro burning funny bomb, and every time we try to smoke it, it explodes. The bowl is really, really big. You waste a lot of pot with it.
So where exactly does cannabis fit into Gwar's plan for galactic domination and destruction?
Well, cannabis is a gateway drug. Basically, we like to lure humans into getting high with weed, then get them addicted to crack, then get them on cocaine, then get them on LSD, then get them on heroin, and then I think they overdose at that point and die. Yes, it's exactly what people said it is. It's a gateway to more horrible, nasty drugs that come along later, and they're all great fun.
Have you ever smoked from a human skull?
Oh, certainly. Blackbeard skull, actually. Made a pipe out of it.
We'd like to see that. You gotta bring that next time.
I will. Really.
So, what's the craziest thing you've ever snorted?
Let's see. I snorted Ozzy's balls. I got one up each nostril.
How was that? Did it get you high?
Not at all. It was disgusting. It smelled like smegma. Smegma and Sharon Spittle.
Yeah, you guys have slaughtered numerous celebrities and world leaders over the years. So who else have you gutted lately?
Let's see. We've killed every president. We're working through Congress. We were going to kill that lady from Arizona, but someone shot her in the face. I don't know. I mean, basically, it would be a lot easier to ask, who haven't we killed?
Who is the most challenging foe you've ever vanquished?
Well, there was Edna P. Granbo in the Morality Squad. They actually succeeded in sawing off my penis. It grew back, though, thank God. I never got the old one, though. I think it's still in police custody in some jail somewhere. You know, I'd have to say probably the biggest bastard that's ever ruined my life is that stinking tyrant lizard pet of mine, Gorgor. We just brought him all the way to Australia and did some shows with him down there. Hopefully, he will get lost and not be able to find his way home.
So I also know that you're a intergalactic correspondent for Red Eye TV on Fox News. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't know how the hell that happened, but I have my own weird credit there and everything. I haven't been on the show for about 4 months. I'm not sure if they kicked me off ever since we impaled Sarah Palin all over the last tour. I don't think that went over so well with the people at Fox.
Which do you find more repulsive, Flatus Maximus's gaseous emissions or the hot air that comes out of Glenn Beck's mouth?
Oh, by far the hot air that comes out of Glenn Beck's mouth, but also his ass. It stinks. It totally stinks over there. That entire building reeks of excrement.
So your latest album, Bloody Pit of Horror, is based on the writings of the Marquis de Sade. Is that true?
Well, no, not really. It's just pretty much I stole the title of the album from a movie that was sort of about that. Yeah, I didn't think anyone would notice. everybody did.
Well, tell us a little about the album and the tour.
Well, the Bloody Pit of Horror is kind of chronicling my plans to dig a hole, zombify the human race in this Bloody Pit of Horror, and recreate them as my elite super shock zombie army, which we will invade outer space with. That's the plan anyway. It's working out pretty good. We're zombifying about 68% of the people that come to our shows. We need at least 300,000 zombies, though, if we're ever going to defeat Gwar 7. Now, the album, Bloody Pit of Horror, is the cacophonous accompaniment to this fucking disaster that is the show. It's loud, it's obnoxious, it's tuned down to F sharp for some reason, and it's the latest Gwar album. What can I say? It's noisy as fuck and it sounds great.
As an intergalactic war god, you've battled countless species in many different wars. Will you join High Times in our fight in the drug war?
Yes, who are we fighting?
The government?
Yes, we will destroy the government. This has been my plan for many years. Fuck them and their stupid laws. You should be allowed to get high on whatever the fuck you want. They're going to send you to war, they're going to ask you to blow up little kids, and they're going to tell you you can't drink beer when you're 19 years old? Fuck these people.
Do you have any final parting words of advice to the readers of High Times?
Well, for you readers of High Times who can actually read, I would like to say, free Tommy Chong. Is he still in jail?
I think he's out.
Oh, he's out. Oh, well, all I can say is, humans, you have an interesting opportunity in your life to take as many drugs as possible, listen to Gwar, and come to our shows, and kill yourself in our Bloody Pit of Horror. Now, you can go into it without being high, or you can go into it while being high. And I will say, while being high, it won't hurt quite so much. So definitely, before you come see Gwar, get high.
Thank you, Oderus.
Thank you!